Hello viewers, Salma Adam is my name. Welcome to another session of the KDO experience. Today we are here with...
My name is Abdul Fatawu, but within the debate spaces they call me the phenomenal AF.
The 360 experience.
Phenomenal AFT. Could you tell us something about yourself?
I'm one of the few individuals that has never won an open debate before, which is weird, but also I'm one of the few individuals that have broken in most of them. But also, I've not debated in 1 year, so I'm one of the debaters that is trying to catch up with the new and emerging debaters as well.
So how has that affected your debate skills?
Debate is life for some of us, so we think debate never ends. Most individuals think that debate ends after school, but for some of us it's not like that. Debate, it's part of every aspect of life. Any kind of job you are in, whether our daily interactions with other individuals, with our friends, with our family. So I think that debate is something that is a lifelong activity for some of us. So as and when we get the opportunity, we want to get competitive with our friends and better ourselves in terms of all the aspects of life that debate helps us.
All right, so outside debates, what exactly do you do?
So I work with a bank as a corporate credit analyst. So currently that's what I do for a living, and then I do debates part-time, so yeah.
Very nice. So today we have a set of 10 questions for you, so you have to take from 1 to 10, and we'll ask you interesting questions.
So my lucky number is 7, so I think I'll choose 7.
Okay.
Okay.
The 360 experience.
The theme for this set is romantic questions. I hope you're ready.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
First question. What's the most romantic debate-related memory you have?
Wow, that's really, really interesting. I think most of my debate romantic situations are bromance, I would say, mostly with my debate partners. And most of my debate partners are male, so definitely it's a bromance. But I think those kind of relationships are very rare because I think genuinely individuals can have very deep affections and love for their fellow mates, whether they are of the same gender or not. So I think that has to do with Franco. He has been my long-term debate partner, and we started the entire debate journey together, and we've gone through a lot of struggles together in there. And he's one of the people that I'm very comfortable when I'm debating with as a partner because he understands most of my strengths, so do I also understand most of his strengths, and we complement each other pretty well. So, and then we have a relationship outside debate as well, even though our relationship came through debates, but we are now beyond debates in terms of our relationship. So basically, that would be it for me.
And we love to hear that.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been in a debate with someone you had romantic feelings for, and how did it affect your performance?
Unfortunately, no. I think those that have probably they might be lucky, but I think I've not had that, so I can't speak to it in terms of how it's going to affect my debate or not. But what I know is that I've not had that experience before, so I can't speak to it.
Now that's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, if you could have a debate on the topic of love, which specific aspect would you choose to discuss and why?
Wow. That's interesting. That's interesting. I think a common thing within the debate space and most of the debates, because most debaters are averagely very, very smart individuals and they are very outgoing. So when you ask most debaters the kind of people they want to be in a relationship with, they always talk about sapiosexuals, but that's a very broad term, and then there are a lot of aspects to it. I think it's a topic that I want to explore more for people to talk more about it, sapiosexuals, and even there are a lot of other individuals that think that that's not something that is very important, and other people too think that it's something that is important. There are various aspects to it, so I would like to see how that will play out, and which side will probably have the best of arguments. So I think that will be an area that will interest me a lot.
Yeah, that's right. How do you think debates can contribute to understanding and navigating the complexities of romantic relationships?
I think a lot, even though I know it's a struggle that a lot of debaters do not have girlfriends. I know this on authority. I know most of the guys do not have girlfriends. But I think it's something that will help because debates, it's an act that involves listening and an act that involves communicating. And so to be able to be a very good debater, you need to be able to listen to your opponent so that you can be able to respond to most of the things they are saying. And I think in most relationships, having the ability to listen is important and being able to reach compromises. So as debaters, one of the things we do is you need to reach compromises in some of the debate room before you can have a leg out to be able to win. So I believe some of those things, and also beyond that, I think debate is one thing that teaches us the ability to be resilient and never give up, because you can start a debate round and then entire day out of probably 9 points you might get 0 points, but the next day you still show up and you debate and you want to accumulate more points and you want to break at the end of the day. So I believe all of those things builds better relationships, the ability to communicate and communicate well, and the ability to listen and sympathize with others, and then the ability to be able to never give up on your relationship. I think those values are both within romantic relationship and even regular life relationship, and these are traits that are found in debate. So I think that can complement very well. Yeah.
Listening, communicating, and sympathizing. Now, can you share a debate topic that delved into the dynamics of love and relationships and how it affected your personal perspective?
Please, can you take the question again?
Can you share a debate topic that delved into the dynamics of love and relationships and how it impacted your personal perspective?
Honestly, this is a hard one because I'm trying to recall a topic that meets this criteria. But I think, honestly, within the debate space, one of the most common things, something that is not too common, is motions about relationship and romantic relationship. Most of the motions are always technical of a nature for issues of consent, issues of those things. So hardly do you get, but I think it's an area we need to explore more because these are things that are common in our societies. Debaters are living it day in, day out. So I think it's a topic that I've not yet come across, but I think in the subsequent editions, I'm sure we might come across them, given that we are having diverse CAs and diverse CAP members. So I think until then, right now, I think there is not a specific topic I can point to, and as to how that particular topic changed or shaped my experience.
I see. Now, have you ever incorporated romantic elements or metaphors in your debate speeches, and how did your audience react?
Honestly, not, for a lot of reasons, because I've not had the experience yet to a very larger extent, because I think if I'll be able to do that, it should be informed by my experience, but I've not had that yet. But also, secondly, I know the kind of debate environment we have, and I know how guys always try to prove hard and not into relationship stuff and into love stuff. So I know the reception will not be very good, but I think it's something I'm here to try out on. But I think the reception will not be too good, but people will want to say you are soft because you've fallen in love and now you are writing poems and all of. I know it's toxic, but that definitely will be the reception. But that will still not stop me. I'm praying I get the experience. If I get, I'm sure I'll share it with everyone else.
All right, that's interesting. Now, how do you think debates can help improve communication skills within romantic partnerships?
Yes, I think it can to a very large extent, because most of the people that are in relationships, when they share their problems they have, most of them has to do with communication. One not being able to communicate well, their situation well, and the other probably not being able to understand or listen well. But at the base of debate, at the heart of debate, is the ability to communicate and communicate well in very plain language and in a way that people will be able to comprehend. So I think to be a very good debater means that you need to be able to understand, be able to speak and communicate clearly. And those are very key in relationships. If you're able to, most key, very good debaters, definitely will more likely be very good partners, especially because they're able to communicate well and they're able to understand and sympathize well. So I believe more debaters are able to communicate well, they are good in communication, and they are good in listening. So definitely, I think more debaters will be very good lovers. So
yes, yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Now, what role do emotions play in persuasive debates, particularly when discussing matters of the heart?
I think if the question was a yes or no, I'll say 100% because it does. Because most of the greatest debates, we say, all our coaches have told us that what wins debate is persuasion, your ability to persuade. And to be able to persuade involves a lot of factors. It's not just about the factors. The manner in which you present those factors or the facts goes a long way. So the tone in which you present it, all of those cumulatively make your debates very persuasive. And I think it's the same way in relationship. From the onset you meet the person, the introduction or your pickup line, it all has to be persuasive. So I believe most debaters that are persuasive are flawless when it comes to picking up ladies and being able to keep them entertained and making them fall in love. So I believe that is a very, very important trait.
Right. Now, can you recall a debate round where emotions run high due to a romantic topic? And how did you handle the intensity of the discussion?
I would have loved to answer this question, but like I said, I don't have the experience yet. But I know how emotions always flare in most debates rooms. I think romantic emotions, if they're able to spark up emotions, they'll be similar to those because emotions and tensions are always very high in debate rounds, especially when you get to the latter part of the rounds where everyone wants to break or want to accumulate more points, want to take points from other people. So I know the intention is always hard. So I believe that if the topic or emotion is about romantic relationship and the topic is related to that, the reaction will probably be similar. The intensity will even be more harder. I know how our society reacts to romantic relationship and romantic discussions. Most of the people are always hiding behind, but debates is one thing that brings everything to bear because you want to win and you say everything possible to win. So I believe it will, like that sort of emotion will reach its apex given that situation, even though I've not experienced it, but I can say for sure that it will definitely be a very, very intensive one.
Yeah, that's very true. Now, our final question is, how has being involved in debates shaped your understanding of love and relationships in your personal life?
I think the most important lesson is that love is quite unique and love is not universal as a lot of people think it, because I think different people have different perceptions of love. So what people view as love might not necessarily be what the general people perceive as love. So I think love comes in different forms and different individuals have their way of expressing love or receiving love or communicating love. So I think it happens, for instance, some of us debate is a love language to us. Someone breaking it around is a love language to some other person. Some other person to buying gifts is love language. Other people to like brilliance, intelligence, and all of those things. So I think within the debate space, that is something that is very varied across. Different individuals have their own expression of love and how they understand love. So basically, I think it has taught me how varied love is, how unique how unique other people's perspective of love is. So basically, I think that's it.
At this juncture, we want to hear your last words. Any last words you have for us?
So I think I'm very excited to be here. Last year's KDO wasn't, I didn't have the best of experiences. I couldn't end the preliminary round. So I think we came here this year and I'm hoping to do a lot better and win this trophy. At least we believe that we could do better than we did last year. And I'm hopeful that, Charlie, we will win this trophy. No way. We are taking it soon. So yeah, I'm glad to be here.
The 360 experience.